Hey, what's up, everybody? This is by far the toughest video I've ever had to make. Tuesday night, our cat Yo-Yo passed away after suffering must have been like not a seizure, but probably a stroke, because he became paralyzed and couldn't move his legs, and it was a long, torturous thing, for him. I can, but and so yeah, I'm gonna try to get through this, but I hope you guys forgive me, but I'm gonna. This is really hard. So I really want to tell you not just how he died, but I want to tell you about Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo is a great cat. We had him from a kitten. In fact, Janet was volunteering at the time at this place called Treehouse in Chicago that rescued cats, and they were packed from top to bottom with cats. They were rescued. They were a no-kill shelter, and we were fostering Yo-Yo and his at the time companion cat. They would give them out in pairs. We would foster them two at a time, and I guess he was what you call a failed foster. So you're supposed to just foster the animals and let somebody else adopt them. You're not supposed to adopt all the animals that you foster. That's just not feasible. Now they tell us. And Yo-Yo, I bonded with him right away. He was always responsive and vocal. He knew his name from the start. He would always, just chat with me. They were kept in this little cage, and they would come out from time to time. And the other cat, she was cool too, but we didn't adopt her. She wasn't as, we already had two cats at the time. So yeah, we adopted Yo-Yo in 2006. He was born in, I want to say the spring of 2006. So we got him sometime a little bit after that. He was still a little kitten. We fostered some more kittens for a while before we had dogs. We had Bambi and Zen, and then we adopted Yo-Yo. So she was almost 13, 12, going on 13. So, and along the way, we picked up. Well, I'll tell you more about a little bit about my wife and us. We have what I jokingly call the shelter. We have 7 animals, 4 cats, 3 dogs. And we came to Washington with 3 different dogs than we have now. But the 4 cats were the one constant we had for, gosh, the oldest is, I think, 14 or so. So we got the cats for, they've been together probably for at least 10 years. I think we got Smokey a couple of years after Yo-Yo. He's a couple of years younger than Yo-Yo. So Yo-Yo's our first cat that we've lost. And it's just, it was just heartbreaking the way that we lost him, because it was just the seizure took so long. It just shocked him at first, and I think he probably lost not kind of consciousness. He was kind of checked out for the first after the first hour or two, and then the rest of it were just at some point I knew that we're going to lose him tonight. It's just a realization that I've never had that before happen with an animal. Usually euthanasia with the dogs, they have been spiraling down for a while, and the path was clear that it was time to go make that dreaded visit to the vet and have him give him that shot. But this didn't happen with Yo-Yo. He's such a fighter to the end. I could tell that something was wrong with him probably for like the last few months. And we had him at the vet, and they'd done tests on him and found nothing, and on steroids and all this stuff. My guess is it was probably a brain cancer or a brain tumor or some kind of neurological disorder that they eventually took his life. So yeah, I'm just going to finish up about how he passed, and I just want to talk about all the good things about him. And we ended up burying him, which we never done before. We never been able to do before. This is our house, so we buried him in. I can see it right out my window from my trailer here. This is my trailer where I do my art stuff. I do my comic unboxings and my haul videos and stuff in here, just because it's a nice, nice roomy area. Our house is only like under 1,200 square feet, so it's not that big, and the pets are running around all the time. So out here, I'm usually by myself, and I can do work like a t-shirt press and the copier and vinyl cutter and all this stuff. So bud machines, but this is just a place where I do my artwork and stuff like that. But anyway, I can see his his resting place for his body out, at least for his body, out my window, because his spirit is still with us. I know, but I'm rambling now. I'm sorry. Yeah, that night, well, we had some really bad nights having these many pets. As you can imagine, we've had nights when there's been diarrhea, sickness, and I'm not going into detail about that, but there have been nights, horrible nights like that. But there's nothing like this ever. This is because every animal in the house was, of course, us included. Everyone in the house, the whole household was just in shock. We're still in shock. We're still in shock about what happened, and it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while because Yo-Yo was such a strong presence in the house. He by far had the strongest and the most vocal sound. They say cats can make up to 100 or maybe a little more than 100 different kind of sounds, whereas dogs are only capable of maybe a dozen or so. So yeah, he was pretty close to that 100 category. The different inflections and his insistence on being fed and all that. He was definitely the top cat in the house. And we were talking, but the only bad thing about him, I would say, is that and this is just him being a cat, because this is what cats do. Cats are territorial, and anybody that has more than 2 cats, you're looking for a fight. You just look at, unless you're just ready to be in the middle of that fight all the time, I recommend not ever getting more than 2 cats. Just my personal advice, because they break off into the tribes, and they are very much their own individuals, and they're going to do what they want, and literally pee out their territory if they get mad. So yeah, Yo-Yo would let the other cats know that he was in charge, and you can see that shift in the dynamic in the house, as he was not his usual self in the last couple months, I think. So yeah, and we had this thing with my dog Abel and Yo-Yo would do every Friday night. We watch Mystery Science Theater 3000. Well, I watch it, and they pretty much just hang out and sleep. But we would all like make a little walk down the hallway and, hey, come on guys, let's go hang out and watch TV. and Abel and Yo-Yo would walk into my, excuse me, to my and Abel and Yo-Yo would walk into my study, I guess, or my TV room in the house, and we'd hang out and watch, watch Mystery Science Theater 3000. Sometimes he wants to do his own thing. He wants to hang out and with his buddy Smokey. Smokey is his brother, and they just would dominate the two girl cats. They would just run the house pretty much. As soon as Smokey got here, Yo-Yo was kind of like they were getting to know each other, and they were kind of tussling, and I thought they were fighting. I said, "Yo-Yo, calm down." He kind of like turned around at me and meowed at me like, "Hey, Dad, I got this. I know what I'm doing. This is what we do." And he was right, because they were really best buds. They were best buds, and they had the rule of the house pretty much. They ruled the countertops. The girls didn't come around the countertops unless it was dinner time or something like that. The countertop was Yo-Yo's. I mean, it was his countertop. He was just letting us use it. So he had this little area on top of the microwave stand where we put a blanket or a pillow or something, and he would sit on that. And other times he would just pace he loved to pace. He would pace all the time. He was so high strung, and that's when he had the seizure or whatever. It was usually after dinner or during dinner, because he was so high strung about dinner. Just pacing back and forth and meowing and all that stuff. So I hope that me talking about this, with someone else, maybe you can relate, and it helps me too. Hopefully it helps someone else as well. I just want to talk about you missing your friend. This is a good friend. This the family member. That you've been with. In this case, 12 years. 12 years is really not that long for a cat. I mean, for an indoor cat. The poor outdoor cats, man. Yeah, outdoor cat. Just stop, people. Just stop. Let them go out. That's just ridiculous. You shouldn't do that. There's so many predators and cars, and there's so many dangers out there. Domestic cats are not made to be outside. They're just not. That's just a man-made thing. So. But anyway, and we have our oldest cat is like maybe 14 already, and the oldest cat is like maybe a little older than 14. She's doing great. She's just fine. So for this to happen to Yo-Yo is just it's especially really hard for me, because I love all the cats, but Yo-Yo was my cat. Yo-Yo, he's my guy. He was such a guy's cat too. Whenever people came around, he was never afraid of them. The other cats would usually just hide. They would just run away, and you couldn't see him. Yo-Yo would be right out in front, especially if it was a guy. He loved to just talk to guys. For some reason he was drawn to the male energy. So he and I bonded just like that. That's why I adopted him. He was just the littlest of little kittens, and I don't think I've had an animal from almost birth, to death before, and that's why this has just impacted me so much. And literally, I put him in the ground, so this is just, from beginning to end, it's the full cycle, and I try to enjoy him every day. Every day I would just make him my breakfast. I would just kiss him on the head. He was always rubbing up against me, and I'm so glad I was able to do that with him for all that time. I miss that now. So yeah, just every day, man, you have to just. You just never know when the last day is. This was just so sudden. You never know when the last day is. You have to, at all times, act like this is the last day, so treat it like this, and just have that much fun. It's a cliche, but it's so true. Because you know, we had been talking to the vet, and the vet said, like, well, we can't find anything. You know, giving them steroids, we've given them the liver tests, we've fasted them and all this stuff, you know, and they could find nothing. You know, the only thing that could possibly, maybe anything would be like an incredibly expensive, invasive kind of test, like a CAT scan or something like that. You know, and it probably wouldn't work. It probably wouldn't have saved them. It would have been so crazy expensive. You know, this is just part of the heartbreak of having animals. You know, you know, with your adult children, God forbid, you see them die, but with pets, you see them sometimes be born and live and die. That's how you see the whole process. You know, it's something that we do, something we expect, but we do it anyway because we love them. You know, and if you're a pet owner, you understand that. So, yeah, it's something. But right now we have 6 living animals. We're not going to increase that number. We hope that it doesn't decrease anytime soon. So, if I'll ever get another cat, you know, I don't think so. I don't think I'll ever get another cat because my expectations are too high because of Yo-Yo. I can't. I could never try to measure another cat up against Yo-Yo because that would be unfair. Because each cat, especially each cat, has their own personality. You never know what you're going to get with a cat. You know, they're such individuals. You can train dogs in some cases, you know, but good luck training a cat. I mean, you can get them to get used to a routine, but cat's going to cat, and you know, cat's going to do what cats do. So that yeah, he was probably my last cat. A very good chance. I love the other cats, but they're pretty much mostly bonded to Janet. Bambi, she hangs out with both of us. But you know, they really love Janet because I guess she just has this Dr. Dolittle type of energy. You know, usually have my couple of guys that I hang out with, and right now it's just my dog Abel. Dog Abel, he's a senior dog. He's a senior beagle. So just me and Abel right now. Yeah, it's going to be an empty seat in the Friday night hangouts, you know, going forward. So, but my other dog, Odie and Yo-Yo, they used to do the MST3K thing too, so they'll be there in spirit. But yeah, it's just us right now, hanging out. So, man, yeah, that's super long video. Sorry about that, folks. But you know, this is something that this is something that has touched us deeply and still affects us. It's going to affect us for a while. Speaking for myself, for sure, I know. Luckily, I had some idea that this was happening, but I allowed myself to get some false hope after he got a little bit better a couple of weeks ago, and thought that he was going to improve overall. But whatever it was, it's been building for a while. Cause, you could just feel it. So, hey, thanks for being here, and I appreciate everyone who watched this video, and I hope that you love your pets every day, because you just never know. You know, this is, you know, having pets is a labor of love. So that's all I got. Take care, everybody.